What's up guys, my name is Alex and welcome to my fourth video of me reviewing my Erasmus semester at the University of Cologne. My last video looked specifically at December, so this one is going to focus on January and will follow a very similar format, so I'll just go over all the main events and the highlights that happened within this month, and then I'll round the video off with some useful tips and advice for anyone who is thinking of doing a semester abroad or a year abroad yourself. So let's get right into it. So to kick off the new year, I went straight on holiday with my girlfriend to Barcelona. This was her birthday present to me and we were there for around 3 nights, and it was the perfect break before I headed back to Cologne. Whilst we weren't there for that long, we managed to fit in some really nice things for the days that we were there. For example, we went on a tour around Nou Camp, which is the football stadium for Barcelona. We went to Sagrada Familia, which pretty much every tourist does. And then we just went to the beaches, the food markets. There was even like a mini festival going on, which was really nice to see. And then we also did a bit of rowing in one of the parks there, which was great fun for us both. Not only did we really enjoy the activities that we did there, but they were accompanied by great weather. Like it was roughly around 17 to 18 degrees for each day that we were there. And this was far better than what the weather was in England, which would have probably been around 4 or 5 degrees at most. So to be in Spain with the fantastic weather for the first week of 2017 was the best way to kick off the brand new year. So the next big thing to happen in January was my birthday. Now this was my 21st and I decided to celebrate it on the day that I got back to Cologne. I decided we would all go to Mango Cocktail Bar, which is on Zorbische Straße. It's like the main kind of partying street in Cologne. And we spent about 3 or 4 hours there, and it was really nice to be reunited with everyone after my Christmas break. And there was roughly around 20 people there, so there was a good group of us. And then after that we crawled over to Runeberg, which is one of my favourite clubs in Cologne. And of course, as pretty much all 21st birthdays go, we stayed there till like 5 or 6 in the morning, I can't really remember. But all in all, it was an amazing night, like I would never ever forget it. And just being able to spend my birthday with my Erasmus friends was awesome. Like if you ever get the opportunity to celebrate your birthday on Erasmus, then definitely take it, because there's nothing better than partying with all your friends that you've made abroad and just having a great time with them and making a night that you're obviously never going to forget. Next, on to the third main thing which happened in January, which was the trip to Berlin. So I went with a similar group of people that I went with to Amsterdam. We just decided that at the end of the month we would all go to Berlin, and it was an awesome trip. Like I'd been to Berlin twice before, so naturally I already knew the city quite well, but obviously that wasn't going to stop me from going again with everyone from Erasmus. During this particular trip we just did all the standard touristy things that one does when you go to Berlin, such as see the Brandenburg Gate, see the Berlin Wall, go up the TV tower, and we also went to Matrix, which is like an international club there. And all in all, it was just really nice to see the capital of Germany once again, especially because it is such a unique city. Now finally, to round off the month, I went and saw Green Day live in concert at the Lanxess Arena, which is the huge stadium here in Cologne. Me and a friend of mine, we had to leave Berlin early just so that we could make the concert on time. And Green Day are amazing live. Like I'd seen them once before in 2009 I think it was, and never really listened to them since that. But they were coming to Cologne, my friend managed to get 2 tickets, so I thought why the hell not, I'll go. And boy did I not regret it. It was an amazing night. The band is sensational live, and fortunately we had really good seats. Like normally I would want to stand during a rock concert, but we were only able to get seats this time. But thankfully they were really good. We had a really good view of the whole arena, and was definitely worth coming back early from Berlin for, and of course was a really nice way to just conclude the month. Now on to the January tips and advice section of this video. My first big point is to make sure you start planning all the things that you want to have done by the end of the semester now. Unfortunately, you only have 1 or 2 months left until the semester is completely over, and the majority of your friends will be going home, or maybe you'll be going home. So you'll want to make the most of this time that everyone is there and that everyone is together before it's too late. Hence why we planned the Berlin trip and seeing Green Day and a few more things in February, because we knew that very soon our time will be up and we won't all be as a group anymore. So this doesn't mean you have to start doing all those things that you want to do together, but at least start planning them because your future self will thank you for it. Then on to my second big piece of advice for January, which is to start thinking about revision. Now I know this is the last thing you want to have on your mind, especially for your final few months on Erasmus, but the earlier you start preparing for exams, the better. Furthermore, what I found to be a big perk of getting my revision done early was that I was able to attend a lot of the events that were still going on during January and during early February because I was relatively prepared for my exams and had started them somewhat early on. There were obviously others who were cramming late last minute and they couldn't go to some of the events which were going on, they missed out on them, and obviously that was really gutting for them. So the earlier you start, the more time you'll have, and it will just make the end of your semester far less stressful. So that's it for my review of January. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found the advice useful, especially if you are going to be doing an Erasmus semester or you're abroad yourself. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video where I'll be looking specifically at February. So, peace!